Hey everyone, over here, welcome back to my channel. How you guys doing today? We're just gonna get right into it. We're starting out with a bare face. I'm gonna take off my glasses. We're going to play around with some new makeup today, and I have everything set up that I'm planning to use. So the first thing I'm gonna do is prime my face. I'm gonna use the SMASHBOX Photo Finish Primerizer, and it's a primer plus moisturizer in one. I got this in an Ipsy bag, and this has hyaluronic acid and niacinamide. I think I said that right. So let's start with that first. I'm gonna start with my face first. I typically don't do that. I start with my eyes, but I decided today I'm gonna start with my face because I have no idea what look I'm going to create with the eyeshadow palette that we're gonna use today. Oh, I put that on my forehead. I didn't want to put it on my forehead actually. I don't know why, but let me know in the comment section if this happens to you. When you have dry skin, if you put primer on your forehead, you notice that it causes creasing when you put your foundation on. Just let me know if that happens to you or not. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to try out today this Tarte Foundation. I got this in Ipsy as well. This is not sponsored by Ipsy. I've just been getting my Ipsy bag again, and I'm trying to utilize the samples I get. And this is the Amazon Clay 12-Hour Full Coverage Foundation, Broad Spectrum, SPF 15 Sunscreen, and this is in the shade Tan Honey. But before we put that on, I did get another primer, and this is from LXMI, and it's on NILOTICA Goddess Glow Hydrating Illuminator. So this is an illuminator, so I'm just going to put a little bit of this on my face. I have no idea if it's like a gold one, if it's a pink one. From the packaging, it looks like it might be pinkish, so we're going to find out together. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can see that. It's very, very pink. I think it's rose, so I'm just going to pop it on like these areas that I really want to like glow. So mostly this area here. I'm not going to put too much just in case I'm not crazy about it. Because it is very pink. More than I thought. That might have been a little bit too much. So we're just going to press it in. And it already made it look like I have a little bit of like cream blush on. So maybe I should have put this on after. Let me know how you would put on a cream illuminator. Would you put it under your foundation or after your foundation? I thought I'd try it under my foundation for this this time around. Okay, so now let's do the foundation. Where did I put my foundation brush? One sec. Okay, so I got my Sigma brush. This is the flat Kabuki. Excuse me, it's the F80 Air Flat Kabuki. Long name. Really great brush. I love to apply this, my foundation with, is what I'm trying to say. Especially if you have like a more liquid consistency, like the Dior Backstage foundation. That one's really great to use this brush with. I really like it a lot. So I'm going to put some on the back of my hand so you guys can see the shade. Like I said, it's Tan Honey. Ooh, this is pretty dark. I might have to mix this with something, but I'm going to show you guys right there. If you can see, it's pretty dark. So I'm just going to buff this little bit in my face, and then whatever I need to fill it in, I'll probably go in with something else. But for now, I'm just going to go in with this. I'm going to put it right on the brush and stipple that on my face. And I'm just going to look down here. So I'm going to concentrate on the outer part of my face since it's darker. And then I'll just mix it in with something else. So this is blending in really nicely. That's what I like about this brush. It really buffs in the foundation really well. So I think this color, I'm going to put it right on the brush actually, would be great if I had a tan, which God knows I haven't had a tan in forever. So I'm just going to put this right here. Just be very like kind of blotted. So it looks really good. I like this, how it's looking so far. I'm gonna say that this is kind of like a semi-matte, a demi-matte. Is it demi-matte what it's called? It's definitely giving me good coverage. Oh, let me turn this way so you guys can see me do that side. Sorry. I'll look up close in the mirror in a minute, because sometimes I think that it looks great, and then when I go back on editing, I'm like, oh my god, I didn't blend this part or whatever. Definitely put more on this side, I could tell, than I did on this side. So let me just try to even that out. So I just put a little bit more on my brush and I'm just gonna dabble it on this side. I feel like my skin might look a little bit dry, but I don't think it's the foundation. I think it's just my skin because it's been so cold. You know, having the heater on, my skin has not been the best. It's been very, very dry. But I think it looks good. Let me just put a little bit down my neck to blend it all out, especially on the jawline. So I think a shade that would have been one shade lighter would have been best. So I'm trying not to distribute it too much so that if I have any flakiness because of my dry skin, it doesn't kind of lift up. Okay, looking at this foundation up close in my mirror, it's a very matte finish on me. Let me know if it's a semi-matte for you or if there's a little more luminosity. But for me, where my skin is so dry, it's just not the best for me. But I think the color looks a lot better after I blend it in. It doesn't look too off in my opinion. So what I'm going to do to make it look a little bit more hydrated, I'm just going to mist my face with this MAC Fix Plus. This is the coconut one, so that it looks a little bit more dewy, and then we're going to continue with the rest of the face. So I have to really saturate that because my skin looks really, really dry. Let me just fan with this card that I have for a sample. So how's everyone been doing? I really had to sit here and just play with makeup because it makes me happy. How many of you get happy when you get new makeup and you just want to sit and play with it? So that's what I decided to do today. I got everything ready and I was like, I'm going to film today for sure. And I'm very grateful that I am, because I do miss filming. So see, just already with that, it makes it look a little bit more dewy. My skin doesn't look so like you sucked all the life out of it. So I'm just gonna leave it there. I'm not gonna do the cheek or bronze or anything like that because I'm not sure which one of those items I'm gonna use, because I don't know what colors I'm gonna use yet. But I do know that I'm going to use this palette today, and it's from Dose of Colors. This is the Desi and Katy Round 2 Friendcation palette. And I absolutely love the packaging. And I can already tell you that I love this palette because I've used it off camera and I recorded a video, but it didn't work out. So we're doing it again, but we're going to do a different look today. So these are all the shades right here. And I don't know, I'm kind of leaning towards this. Let me get something to point because I always have something to point with. I think I'm leaning towards this pink color right here and this one right here, and maybe this one, like just do this on the lid. I'm not sure yet. This one is called Try Me. Oops, sorry. Right there. Try Me. So we're going to definitely use that color today. And in the crease, we're definitely going to go in with a transition shade. And this one right here, it's called Necessary. So we're going to do that first. So let me get a crease brush. I'm trying to see which one of these to use. I got these Real Technique brushes. And this one is Deluxe Crease Brush. So we're going to use this one. And I do like their brushes. They are so good and they're so affordable. So we're just going to go in with that color. And I don't know if you guys have ever tried Dose of Colors, but I highly recommend their eyeshadows. Their formulation is so good. And their lip products as well are so silky and smooth. And their cheek products, I have just recently started using them a little bit starting late in the year. I was first introduced to them with the I Love Sarai collection that they came out with, and I fell in love with the formulation of her eyeshadows, and that's what encouraged me to get this collection, the Friendcation palette. And the highlights as well. I didn't get any of the lip items because I feel like I have way too many lip products, and a lot of those colors I kind of have already in my collection. I just don't want to have repeats of them. So that was Necessary that we went in with. And then I'm gonna go in with this color here. This one is called right here, Girl Bye. And I think I'm gonna use this E36 brush. It's really tiny, very micro. I love it from Sigma, and it's great for detail work. So I'm just gonna go right into my crease again to really get that color in there and really make it pop. So yeah, so I really recommend Dose of Colors. And they recently came out with some lip liners and some eyeliners, and I really want to try them. Can you guys see how pretty that is? Oh, I love that. But I'm hesitant because I have so much makeup already, and I really need to go through the makeup that I currently have, because I have a lot of makeup that I am not using, and it's really just sitting there. Either I've used it once and I haven't used it again, and that's not something that I want to do. Can you guys see? I hope you guys see what I'm doing, because in all honesty, I can't see right now. It's just big old blur. I can see in my mirror, but I'm hoping you guys can see what I'm doing. So, can you see that right there? How pretty that is? So that was Necessary and Girl Bye. I really like the names, and I really do like Desi and Katy. I think they're great, and they're really good friends in real life, which is nice that they found each other like that, because it's really hard to find, just putting a little bit more, really good friends, you know? So we're just gonna go back in and really work those two colors. Sometimes I find it's easier to do your makeup like quicker if you do your face first and then do your eyes. I know a lot of people don't like to do that because, you know, if you get fallout or whatever, but for me, if I'm trying to create a look and I'm not sure what I'm going to use on my eyes, I notice it helps me to do my face first, and then it kind of just inspires me to go on to the next one. So I'm just going to go back in with that same brush with a little bit more Necessary and just buff out on top. Just a little bit. Like I said, these eyeshadows are so good. They blend so well. So if you were hesitant about picking anything up from Dose of Colors, I highly recommend them. I just realized I didn't put primer on. And I always put primer on, but these eyeshadows are so good that they blend in so perfectly without any eyeshadow primer. So I'm not going to put that on, obviously, because I forgot. But I am going to use this glitter primer from NYX, because these shadows, I want to see how they go on with it, is what I'm trying to say. So let me open this up. All right, so I finally got that open. I completely forgot to have like what's that called with me? Something to open the box. So it's like this color. I wasn't expecting it to be like, it's kind of like skin tone. So I'm just gonna do one eye at a time. That might be too much. One eyeshadow base that I really liked a lot for when you're gonna put eyeshadows, kind of like the one I'm gonna put on right now, is it from LA Girl or LA Splash? I always get them confused because the names are so similar. I believe it's discontinued. I still have mine, but where I've had it so long, see how it makes it really tacky? I've had it so long that I'm afraid to use it because I don't want to get any kind of infection in my eye. So we're just gonna go in with a flat shader brush if I can find it. I pulled it out. This one right here, the large shader, the E60 from Sigma. I'm gonna go into that shadow called, again, Try Me. So this should pack on the color. So hopefully you guys, I still have some on my finger, that's why I'm holding the brush like this. And definitely gonna get fallout, but that's okay. I'll just clean it up. And I like that this is actually applying the eyeshadow. It's like literally sticking. And I know that this is pigmented on its own, but I really wanted to try it with the primer. I might put another color out here in the crease. On this side here, I'm not sure yet, but I'm loving this color. It's so pretty. And I know that a lot of people, they put these shadows on. Can you see how pretty that is? They put it on with their finger, but I honestly don't like to put on my shadow with my finger. I like to use my brushes. The only time that I would blend it out is if I needed to, but I prefer not to do it that way. So I'm going to go in with the same brush, this E36 brush, into that color that I put on Girl Bye. And I'm going to put a little bit right here to smoke out the corner a little bit. I'll probably put some under my eye, I'm not sure yet. But I'm liking how this is looking. So let's do the other eye. I still have some of that NYX primer. And let's apply it. Because that little bit that I took out is more than enough. And it's very tacky, which is great because that's what you want. Because a lot of people, they wet their palettes with the MAC Fix Plus. You would think that I didn't have coffee today. I did have coffee. And I'm still stumbling on my words. So I can go into that same color with the same shader brush. And there's definitely fallout, if you can see. Let me turn it so you guys can see it. On my palette, you can see that. But that's okay. That doesn't stop me from using an eyeshadow. So let's pack that on. And I find that this primer is really helping to get this eyeshadow on there. It's so pretty. It's like a jeweled, like cranberry color. I like it a lot. I've really been into like cranberries and reds and like oranges. I don't know. I wonder if that has any kind of significance. If you guys know, let me know in the comments. So now we're going to go with that same brush and put a little bit more of that color. Go by. I don't know why I'm saying it like that, but that's the way I hear it in my head. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Who do I know that says that all the time? I'm trying to remember. So that's the eyes right there so far. We're not done. Now we got to do the lower eyelashes. So let me close this before I forget. And let me grab a brush to do that part. I'm going to use this brush. It's the Smudge E21 brush. I like this because it's really small and it can really get in there. So I'm going to use that same color, Girl Bye. And this is tricky to do because I want you guys to see what I'm doing, but I don't want to poke myself in the eye too. I don't want to make my eyes water. So I remember before when I started my channel, I could do this, look at the end, do it, but I could see better, but my eyesight has not gotten better with age. That is the God honest truth. Seeing up close, I mean. Because my prescription for my glasses hasn't changed, which I'm lucky about that. So hopefully I will not need reading glasses, because could you imagine? Well, some people do this, having two glasses, reading and then see from far away, because I have been wearing glasses since I was 13. Okay, this is what the eyes look like so far. I'm really liking how everything is coming out. I'm planning to smoke out a little bit on the bottom with this color. It's called Churro, this one right here, this brown right here, because this one, I like this one too, Cheens, but I think it might be a little too dark. I just wanted to like warm it up a little bit, so we're gonna put a little bit of this. You guys can see that. I don't know how much of a difference it's gonna make, but we're gonna try. Then I have a new eyeliner that I want to try for the waterline. It's from Urban Decay. I don't think necessarily it's an eyeliner. I think it's a lip liner. I'm not sure. Or is it? No, it's actually an eyeliner. And you can use, I'm planning to use it as both. Lip and maybe, I don't know. Just something I was thinking of. Okay. A lot of fallout, but that's okay. Alright, where did I put that color? Okay, I put it right here. So this is from Urban Decay. And this is the shade Alkaline. So let's take this out. This is another new item I got. I was planning to actually use the Naked Cherry palette, but I couldn't decide. So I was like, you know what? Let me just do the Friendcation one, because I had told myself, oh, the last look you did was kind of like kind of like the one I'm doing right now. So I do apologize if it seems repetitive, but these are the colors that called out to me, because I could have done a basic look that I actually did on myself and I posted a picture on my Instagram, but I was like, that's kind of like a everyday kind of look. So if you guys want me to film that, I will. Just go ahead and ask. So let's try this color in the waterline. So let's see if this will work. Am I even putting anything? I can't tell. Let me see. Yeah, I got a lot of fallout under my eye and some in my eye, but that's okay. Can you guys see that? None in there. I'll clean that up in a second. We haven't put concealer on yet, so. And I really do like the Urban Decay eyeliners. I think they're great. I have so many of them, and I've pretty much been using them since I've had my channel, I think. Okay, so I have a black eyeliner right here somewhere to try out. Where did I put you? It's buried in there. I think I found it. So I got this in Ipsy as well, and this is from Ico London, and this is their waterproof lash enhancing carbon black I Do liquid eyeliner. So it's a felt tip. So I need to get really close for this. I'm not gonna do a wing, I don't think. Really don't wing my eyeliner. Not because I don't like the look, I just like to enhance my lash line pretty much. Ooh, sun got in my eye. And that's it, just to really make them pop. And let's see if this is going to dry matte, because I do not like eyeliners that are like that shiny color. I'm not a fan of those. So let me see how this looks. Probably should have gotten a smaller mirror. Oh, that doesn't look too bad actually. And it looks like it might be drying matte. So I'm going to do the other eye. I don't know if that's going to even be in the video because I'm probably going to be blocking the whole time. So let me do the other eye. Okay, so this so far so good. Liking it. I'll do a cleanup in a second. I'm just going to go in with this Maybelline, the Colossal Big Shot by Shayla with Maybelline. I was going to try a different mascara, but then I realized that I don't have one other than this one that's new to try out. I mean, I have other ones that are backups of ones that I've already used, but I figured let me just use this one instead of, you know, prolonging doing the video because I didn't have a brand new mascara to try out. And of course, that has to always happen when you're filming. I really do like this mascara. I think it's a great everyday mascara to wear too. Like, it doesn't give you extremely long lashes, at least not on my eyelashes, but they don't look spidery and they don't look clumpy, which is always a plus for me because I do not like that look. So yeah, I still gotta do my eyebrows, concealer, all that. But so far, not too bad. What I like about this mascara too is that you can use it as like a starter mascara. You know what that, like when you take one mascara, you put it on and then you put another one. So it's good to layer with is what I'm trying to say. This is Boudoir. I think I'm saying that wrong. And this is Featherette. These are by House of Lashes. So these are a little bit longer. These are a little bit shorter. I think I'm going to try these out. Like I said, I have not worn false lashes in forever. So let me find my glue because I didn't take that out. Let me get that and my applicator and let's see if we can put these on. Okay, so here are the lashes. They feel very uncomfortable because I haven't worn lashes in forever, and it really took me 3 times to stick them on. I'm only leaving them on so you guys can see what they look like, but in all honesty, I feel like just taking them off. But I know it's because I think I put them in too close. I needed to bring them out further, so they're a little more here, or cut a little bit off. But nonetheless, I do like how the lashes look. They're just not very comfortable right now. So we're going to go in with this today. This is the Brow Contour Pro. And this has a definer, deeper shade, lighter shade, and a highlighter. So I've never used this. So let's go in with the lighter shade first. And I know you have to click it this way to get it to come out. So I'm going to go in here in the beginning of the eye. I'm going to line it. Hopefully you guys can see. And like I said, I've never used this. And I'm trying to angle this so you guys can see what I'm doing. Right there. So by the time we're done doing this, I'll probably hot mess eyebrows. So this looks pretty deep for the light color. Can you guys see that? How dark it looks? And where's the spoolie? Let me get the spoolie so that I can comb this out. And I also picked this up as well. I like how it comes nicely packaged in a little zippy thing. And the good thing about this is you can use it with the pomade. So like one end is spoolie and the other end has the stiffer side for putting on the pomade, which I do have here, which I won't be using today, so I move that out of the way. So let's brush that product through. I don't want the eyebrows to look too harsh. That's why I want the lighter shade, but the lighter shade is really not as light as I thought. So maybe I could have gone with a lighter selection. So I'm just gonna probably use the lighter shade all over the eye. I know this is supposed to be like when you do contouring, you do light, medium, all that, but my eyebrows really need the most work on this outer part where the tail is. This is like my better eyebrow because it doesn't need too much. So we're just gonna stick with this color. And I've never actually done the whole concealer under the eye type of thing. So let's just brush this through. And let's do the other eye. And then I will go in with the lighter colors and all that. So you see this eyebrow needs a lot of help, especially here on the end. So I'm going to start on the end because I was thinking that the lighter shade actually was going to be really light. Like this is dark compared to what I thought it was going to be like. That's why I got this one. But this eyebrow needs a lot of work. So at this rate, I'll probably use the lighter one up before the darker one. So I don't really have a particular science to how to do my eyebrows. I just kind of go in and fill it in, like, you know how when you're coloring and you're just kind of filling in the dots? That's basically what I do. I don't really do anything fancy. Okay, I'm getting more used to having the eyelashes on now. So like I said, this eye needs a lot of help. So now we're going to switch and spoolie that out. And I like this brush. It's pretty nice. And go in and fill it a little bit more. I usually don't do this part of my eyebrows, so it looks as natural as possible. I don't know. They don't look, let me use this finger because I think I put too much there. So I'm going to have to put a little bit here to even them out. So they look a little bit off. Okay, so I think that's good. And before we set them, let's do like the highlighting. So I'm going to use the, not the define, I'm going to use the highlighter one. And you twist it, so under the brow, right? That's where I believe you're supposed to do it. Never used this, so make sure some of it is out. So we're going to put some under here. And I'm probably just going to use my finger to buff that out. I'm probably doing this all wrong, so you guys let me know how you use this. And I'm going to do it a little bit under this eye. I'm just trying out the colors, but in all honesty, I'm probably going to put a little highlighter here instead. Actual highlighter. Okay. I don't think I'm really doing this right. So let's do the definer. Okay. This is more like a nude color. So I'm going to do that like to kind of outline my brows, because I know that's what people typically do. Like they get a concealer. Let me put some more out. You guys think, does it look any different? I know you have to blend this out. I'll blend this out in a second. Okay, let me do the other one and then I'll blend it. Like I said, these are a lot of steps, but I wanted to try this out to see if it's, you know, something that is worth having. I don't think it's bad, but I don't honestly think it's something that I will repurchase. Just using this, because I think this is more for someone who likes to do that whole Instagram looking eye and all that. That's not me. So let me get this little brush. I have a little brush here. It's not that one. It's from Real Techniques. I always use them for concealer. This is the Instapop Crease brush. And this brush is really good for, like, you know, little detail work like this. So I'm just going to use that to buff that out so you can see. And it's okay. It's not something, like I said, that I will be doing. So for me, this is something that I'll use it up, but or I might give it to someone else. I don't know. How do you, okay, there. So everything's on click. So it's cute. I think it's great for someone who really likes the whole Instagram brow look, but I don't really do all that. So now I'm just going to put on the thing to set it. The brow gel they have, which this stuff is like cement. If you want something that has really firm hold for your eyebrows, if you have really bushy brows or you just don't want them to go anywhere, definitely pick this up. This stuff is like shellac. Your eyebrows are not going to go anywhere if you put this on, which is a good thing. So get them in the shape that you want and then put it on, because once you put this on, you cannot move your brows. They're going to be there, which is great for someone who doesn't want to touch up or anything like that. Okay. I think that's good. Okay, eyebrows are done. So what did we forget? Oh, we got to clean up under the eyes. So let's use some kind of a brush to brush that away. I had one here. Where'd it go? Oh, here it goes. I love this brush from Sigma. It's a tapered highlighter F35, but I like it to brush away, you know, fallout powder, whatever you want to call it. I probably should have done this a while ago, but I honestly forgot. Alright, so now we're going to do concealer. I actually have this little sample from Jouer. This is the Essential High Coverage Liquid Concealer. And I have so many shades here, but I think I'm going to try the one that's called Dulce de Leche. And then if that's not enough, I could always put the Creme Brulee on. And I'm just going to go in with this concealer brush from Ulta. Right, this is it. This is the buffing concealer brush. I love this brush. It's really nice. So this is the shade right here. You guys can see Dulce de Leche. And for reference, I am a NC40 in MAC. And this is the Dulce de Leche. Oh wow, this really good coverage right there. I'm trying to look. Might be a little darker, or maybe it's about, I can't really tell. Because the concealer that I love is from MAC. And I have it actually right here. This is the Studio Finish Concealer right here. I have the little refill. And this is in the shade NW30. I had it here just in case I didn't want to use this, but we all know that I love that. That's a holy grail. I've repurchased that so many times. So we're just going to apply that. Wow, that really covered a lot. This has been going around. People have been talking about it and I've been wanting to try it. And I finally got a sample from a Sephora order that I did. So I remembered to grab it. so I could use it. Because how many of you do that? Like, you have all these things to try out, then when you go to do your makeup, you totally forget and you don't use it. I've done that way too many times. Let me put a little bit more on this side. I don't know, I feel like this eye needs a little bit more coverage. Maybe I should have done some correcting. I don't know. But this is actually, for this little bit of right here, this little dip, pretty good. I guess I could use the creme brulee to brighten it, but I'm not all really about the brightening under the eye situation. I kind of just keep it, you know, enough to just correct. And then I need to get powder to set this, which I don't have a new powder to set under my eyes. Okay, so I'm just buffing what's left of this on my nose, because when I wear my glasses, it's gonna really rub it off. And first impressions, I really like this. Look at, can you guys see that, Joy? It really covered really well, and it went on so seamlessly. And if you guys haven't picked up this brush, I highly recommend it. Absolutely love it. So where is that the thing that I used earlier? I like to use this brush to set under my eyes as well. I have another one there, but I'm going to just use this one today. And we're just going to go with the Kat Von D. This is what I've been using. And we're going to go into Lyric, which is this yellow one right here. I'm actually thinking of getting, because Kat Von D now has on Sephora's website. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it is like a mini one. So it's basically, you buy the light by itself, this is the medium, and then this is the deep. And I was thinking of just getting that because I only just use Lyric, and I use the shade underneath, which is called Shadow Play. Those are the two that I use the most. I've used the other ones, but honestly, that's the ones, those are the two shades that I use the most. And a powder that I used to use before that I really like to use under my eyes was the Bare Minerals Well Rested. I really like that, and I stopped using that. I don't know why. I am really impressed with this concealer. Wow. Like, I didn't really have to use that much powder. I kept going back in, but I didn't really need it. And it really covered well. So I think I'm going to pick that concealer up to really give it a go and try it out, because it's gotten good reviews all over YouTube. I have to put that on my list for the next thing to pick up at Sephora. So let's go on to cheeks. So today I'm going to use the Patrick Star from his collection, the summer collection. This one's called Give Me Life. I don't think I've used this in a video, but I really do like this bronzer. So let me get the brush we're going to use. I'm trying to decide if I should go in with this brush. I'm going to try this brush out. I got it in Ipsy, and this is called, it's a contour brush, right? Small contour brush from Luxie. It's the 1010. It's really pretty. I like the way it's built. You can literally put your finger in there. So we're just going to go in with this one and hope for the best. So this is a really good bronzer. I like how buildable it is. This whole collection is really nice. If you guys haven't tried it, definitely if you can get it, I recommend it. It's such a great collection. I really did like all of them. I really picked up all of his collections that he brought out with MAC. The only one that I did not pick up was the one that's red, the last one he did, the Christmas one. Well, I don't think it was Christmas. It just reminds me of Christmas because it's all red. And it's really pretty and everything, but literally everything sold out so quick. And then I was like, well, everything happens for a reason. Don't try to, like, let me use my other hand so you guys can see what I'm doing. I don't try to force buying things, you know. It's like when the Rihanna collection came out, that sold out so fast, her first one. And I literally, I think I only was able to get 2 things. The red lip, and I think, did Riri Boy come out that first time? Anyways, I only got 2 items from that time. So let's do this. This is a very subtle bronzer, but I find that it does the job too. It's really great when you use a really big brush, which I should have used a big brush instead of this contour one. I think I'm going to grab a big brush to do that now, but I just wanted to contour a little bit so you guys can see how it is. I don't really think this brush is doing anything, honestly, this brush. So I'm going to grab a big bronzer brush. I'm going to use my Marc Jacobs one. I haven't used it in quite some time, so let's do that. Really pack this on, because I don't think that's doing anything. Oh yeah, this is better. Don't really like that brush. The one I was using, the Luxe one, it's okay. Probably just give it away to somebody. Didn't really like it. All right, let's do our forehead. And this brush is so soft, but it's so expensive. Of course, I got it when they were having, you know, the sale with the 20% off. That's the only time that I would, you know, get something this expensive because of discount. It's a really heavy brush too, just to let you know. All right, so we're gonna go into one of my favorite blushes from MAC. It's called Blush Baby. When I don't know what blush to put on, I just put this on, and I don't wanna, you know, put something too extreme because our eyes are very extreme. So we're just gonna go with this Real Techniques brush, which I love for putting on blush. And it just gives you a nice pop of color. I already know what lip color I'm gonna wear. That's what kind of made me decide what eyeshadow palette to use. So you could really pack it on and then you don't feel like, oh my god, I overdid it. And this brush is great for blush because it really buffs it out for you. Okay, I think that's good. I'm going a little ham on the blush. All right, so now what highlight are we going to use? I have quite a few that I can use. I'm just trying to think off the top of my head which one will be great for this look. What haven't I used? Oh, I know which one. Let me grab it. Okay, since we're using Desi and Katy, why not go in with one of their highlighters called Fuego. And I don't believe I've used this on camera, but I have worn it. Absolutely love it. I think it's a great color. Just gotta get the little film off. There was another one I was gonna put on. I was gonna put Mírame, but you can't get that one. I got lucky. Like, look at that. That's so pretty. And let me tell you, I am not one who likes that super, like, 10 pounds of highlighter look. But I love the Dose of Color highlighters. They make you want to really, you know, pack it on and put it on. And it's just so, so pretty. I'm going to put a little bit down my nose. And I think that's good. What do you guys think? Such a pretty color. If you guys don't have this, you need to pick it up. It's beautiful. All right, so I'm back. Now we're gonna do the lip, and I decided to do the ColourPop with LXMI, and this is the shade Dulcet. I haven't worn this yet, so I thought it would go nicely with the eye look that I came up with. If you guys can see, so pretty. I love it, and I've really come to like their liquid lipsticks. Oh, that tickles. And how many of you, when you put these on, it tickles your lips? Put a little bit more. So what do you guys think of this shade? Just looking at it in the mirror. I don't know, I expected it to be a little bit more pinkish. I feel like it's kind of like on the corally side. It's not really what I was hoping for. I don't know. I don't think it goes with this eye look. So I think I'm going to take this one off and try another lip. So I found another color from LXMI, and this is the shade Softy. I already tried this out before and I know I like this color, so I'm just going to put this on and see what you guys think. I could do a nude, but I always do nude, so I'm trying to do something that's not expected of me. This is such a pretty color. Did I make a mess? A little bit. So what do you guys think about this lip color? It's very monochromatic, don't you think? Like this lip with that, with this eye. I don't like how the corners of my mouth are looking. Let me get some tissue, clean that. I might have put a little bit too much when I did that. So let's dab that. I don't know. Not feeling this lip either. I am so used to wearing a nude lip when I do a very intense eye. Okay everyone, so this is going to be the final look. I will post on my Instagram this look with a couple of lip choices, and then you just vote and let me know what you think of it. But I think it looks pretty good, and I have to say that I'm pretty pleased with everything that I tried. The only thing that I did not care for really was this brow contour thing. I think this is great for someone who really likes to carve out their eyebrows and really want that Instagram look, but where I just fill in the tail part of my eye, this is just one step too many for me. I'm very happy with the way I do things naturally, so I'm either going to give this to someone or just use it up, but I won't be repurchasing this. The thing that I definitely fell in love with is the concealer. I will definitely be picking that up. I absolutely love it. I think I like it even more than my MAC one, as I've been using that for quite some time. And the other thing that I felt didn't really suit my skin is the Tarte Foundation. This right here, this was, how do I say this? It wears very well, but on my skin, I think it just too dry. I really had to go in with, almost dropped that, with the MAC Fix Plus to really get it to work with my skin. So I won't be using this again, but I think it'll be great for someone who has combo oily skin. And then the other thing that I wasn't too crazy about, I don't think it really did anything, is this LXM1 Goddess Glow. I didn't really like this, so I won't be using this again either. And I think that's everything that I tried. So I'll have everything listed below. I hope you enjoyed this Beauty Nouveau session, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!